No, brilliant.
Ming-Na, man.
You're all on my Instagram story now. Check it out. Wow, that's that is you. Look at that.
Now, ladies, may I introduce a gentleman to the stage? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brett Dalton.
I think you effed up.
Let's do it again.
I think you totally, see? This is why Hydra. This is why Hydra loses.
He's a dad now. He doesn't do well with these things anymore.
No.
Well, you were all supposed to be on my Instagram. Sorry about that. Trying to one-up Ming, and it just didn't work. I should have learned my lesson from the season finale of season 1.
Here, I'll do it for you.
No, thank you.
No, come on,
Thank you. I'm trying to figure this out.
We're just trying to explain that Brett tried to come out and do his Instagram
And this is why
story,
Hydra loses, because they don't know Instagram?
and he totally screwed up.
Please. This is ridiculous. How do you do this Instagram thing? Hold on. How do you get to my story? This is a lame story. Look, that's a pic. This is terrible.
How long have you guys got? Because we could be a while.
Yes, delete my story.
We're good to go. We're good to go. You guys just keep talking about it on Instagram.
Thank you, Lee. So we have Lee on mic on this side, and who's our other mic person in this aisle? Just, Lee, you're gonna run like the Dickens. I love it.
I know.
Do you have a line? Excellent. We have lines too. And we would love to start with the first. Who's gonna kick us off?
Wow.
Wow.
The enthusiasm.
Whoever that was, yes.
We're starting off right with questions.
Right with questions, ready? Hit the
Why?
ground running.
You good? You okay?
We're game. Let's go.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know if you can answer this, but I'm going to try. We're wondering if.
Where are you?
This fine gentleman
Sorry,
waving.
hi.
Trying to find out if the TV show Inhumans is going to tie in with S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, we're in the same time slot. Yeah. On ABC.
Yeah.
And
What can you say?
listening.
Oh, it's just between us, right? We'll keep it all super secret.
You all signed the DNR?
Yes.
Wait, that's
This is the
no, because you all
NDA, non-disclosure agreement. Not NPR, whatever you said. Ridiculous.
See, this is why we have writers.
And lawyers. We can't tell you, but nice try. Because we are all quite tired and a bit loopy, so this would be the time we would tell you.
They don't send me scripts anymore, so,
Well, since the Inhumans are allegedly based on the moon, then seeing Coulson out the window in that space station-y looking thing, that's where I would take the leap, right?
all I would say is careful when Coulson gets on another planet. Okay?
Great
Very
question.
fun last time.
What's the next one?
Elizabeth was okay.
There we go.
No, she wasn't. She spent 525,600 minutes hanging out with some boyfriend that she is not very happy about. I don't know. I wasn't in that episode.
It wasn't the right one. Elizabeth, could you stand up and show off your shirt? And Brett, you can stand up and show us what a double agent looks like.
I thought you'd never ask.
And here's our next question.
Hi, I was wondering, well, my favorite arc of the story is the framework arc, and I'm kind of cosplaying Madam Hydra right now.
She's adorable.
But I was wondering what all you guys liked about the framework arc best.
I'm alive.
And he gets to be the hero.
That was nice.
It was nice. It was very nice.
I'm waiting for this to turn.
That was nice. That was nice.
Something's
I mean,
about
it didn't last, but it was nice. No, it was fun.
And here we are.
The scene where we were, you know, both had our guns pointing at you, and it was a nice moment. We were in some weird, where were we? In a forest
Some
somewhere,
park.
and it was at night.
Yeah.
And then the freaky, do you remember those people that were there? So we were
Oh,
filming this
yeah.
scene, and it was night. I mean, this is way off topic, but and then I guess people would just kind of there and do these weird, like, haunted ghost night things in this park we were filming in. And these people walked by, you weren't there, right? But these people walked by screaming in, like, strange, like, what did she have, like a nightgown on? It was
like a blood-curdling scream.
Oh, we were freaking out. We had these plastic guns being like, hey, don't mess with us!
We're trying to act here. Come on.
Were these? Oh. Never mind.
What was your favorite part of the framework? Because you had a lot to do.
You had a
Your
lot to do.
framework.
If it wasn't for Ada.
to do with this one. Sorry.
You also had the best outfits.
I did. I loved the
It's
outfit.
amazing.
The best hair.
The best hair.
Best eye makeup. We were all so jealous because we're always like,
Yes.
you know,
I
like,
never had so much blood on me.
Guys, I had the earliest call times, so
Yeah,
I
you
had
did.
hair and makeup done every
Worth it,
morning.
though. It looked good.
Yeah, it was very empowering, that whole outfit. I loved playing that character, and just to be part of, like, play a Marvel character, a Marvel supervillain was just so cool to me. Got to do all the research, and I bought one of the original comics from 1969 with the original Madam Hydra in it, and it was just, that was probably my favorite part of the framework pod, and also flipping out on Fitz in that scene. Pretty great.
Sexy, by the way. Didn't he look good in the framework? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow, how did I not get this fit?
Guys, I've been saying this all along. I'm glad that you guys are finally seeing what I've been seeing the entire time.
I don't see it. Oh, all right.
It's because she has eyes for Coulson only.
Yeah, how about that? Are you gonna get together?
We're gonna get it together. We're gonna do it.
I don't know who to say Ming or May,
It'd
but
be Molson
have you Molson?
or King.
So,
Come on, those are great names!
it's Belinda.
Oh, yeah.
Belinda is awesome. Here's our next question.
Hi, I'm asking this question for my daughter. She wants to know if you feel, Brett and Ming, if you feel that the exposure that your characters had to the Berserker staff had anything to do with the rage that came out in your characters when your girlfriend died, and then when you guys faced off against each other, it was more than anger, it was rage, and she wants to know, do you think the Berserker staff had anything to do with that?
Oh, I think it was a different kind of staff than me. Oh, there are children in the room, I'm sorry. What I meant to say,
Maybe it was more than rage.
you know, it was a woman scorned. It was also the fact that he was the mole and he was not part of
Sexy.
S.H.I.E.L.D. He was no. He was
Devastatingly handsome.
But I think it was a
One person clapped. What's worse than no one clapping? Just one person. Yes! I think so!
you know, careful what you ask for.
What was the question?
Berserker staff.
Yeah, did that
Influence the rage.
influence the
It
rage?
did.
I think that his rage really comes from just a terrible, terrible childhood. That maybe he did a pretty good job in hiding, and then that just sort of brought it out. So, way to bring it down, Brett. But yeah, hurt people, and I think that man unfortunately had been dealt a really bad deck of cards, a bad hand to start with. So anyway, it wasn't easy.
Whatever, we're not going to feel sorry for you. You know how many people you killed?
Or betrayed.
But in a fun way.
Yeah, and you did look good doing it, so.
Well, we have a good CGI team. So.
What's the next question?
Here we go.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey. It's nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
And my question is, the shield is finished or not finished? I mean, is destroyed or not destroyed?
Oh, I think he's asking like if S.H.I.E.L.D. is done as it is, or is it going to come back in a reiteration?
Yeah, is S.H.I.E.L.D. destroyed or not? Is
Right.
S.H.I.E.L.D. still around?
Well, we have a 5th season, so.
That kind of
Yes, in a weird way, but it isn't, yeah.
I don't know that we can.
I thought it was destroyed during the whole, you know, Winter Soldier Triskelion.
We've been destroyed a
A few times, yes. But we
But
never.
good question.
Good question.
Don't know that we can answer that.
No. Sorry.
Kenneth, the director will find you if you answer.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
I'm not scared of him.
Really? Really?
Don't tell him that.
We'll keep
Yeah, I
going.
touched Lola too. I'm so sorry.
Can you touch it? Can you touch
No, you know what though? I mean, as much fun as we have about these questions that we can't answer because we've done it for so many years, the reality is I think it is great that you don't know, because if you did know, it just, any sort of spoilers for a show like ours, I think it just destroys the fun and the surprise. And for me, like, I love going to a movie or watching something without having read anything about it, seeing the trailer, because I love being surprised. So you just have to wait a really long time.
Oh my God. That's true, but there's a common thread in a lot of genre television and film that nobody really dies in sci-fi. Like, there are so many different ways that you
Have you watched our show?
Right. Well, you're thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do that. It's like you never know. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
It's all the whims of the writers.
Especially with the framework, you know.
Oh, the framework.
Because all our memories and stuff is somewhere in some
Yeah, could you really be out, or could you still be in the framework?
I don't know.
It's a different level.
It
Bum,
is.
bum, bum.
Yeah.
Heard it here first, folks. Your next question.
Tony, here we go.
Hey everyone, how you doing?
Good.
So Elizabeth, I wanted to know, Gemma has changed a lot from season 1 to season 4. How have you changed?
I can answer that one.
Yeah, I'm a diva now. Wow, good question. I think just in terms of confidence, I probably got a bit better at kind of feeling like maybe I won't be fired every day, because that first season I was convinced every second someone was going to just tap me on the shoulder and go, oh, you? Oh my God, no! You're not meant to be here! So I think that, and just like, it's true, I know that we kind of say it all the time, but it's true. We have such a wonderful bond, and like with people that we don't get to work with anymore right now, and it's such a special, you build such special relationships. I think that's what's changed me the most, is that, everything you see on screen, it represents, a minute of television represents, 3 hours of work behind the scenes, and so, we have bonded a lot. So I think just relationships with different people in the cast.
But Elizabeth remains the most angelic human being on earth.
Oh, they still believe that.
Yes, she's very convincing.
Good question.
I love you.
Oh, okay, so this is Nicole. She's gonna hold over her head, and I'll bring down as she asks her question. She's done some amazing artwork. I'm just gonna show you guys real quick, but she has a question for Brett.
Oh, it's also not done yet, the art, but
It's in progress, it's awesome.
thank you. Brett, so you have been changed. Your character has changed multiple times in this show. And so, what is your personal, if you were brought back again, hopefully, what is your personal idea of maybe, or what would you like to come back as again?
Alive. They can do whatever they want with me. As I said in my last panel, I have already tried on the Madame Hydra uniform and I actually do fit.
It looks so sexy.
Always an option, and I've wanted to wear that shirt that Elizabeth has on as well, so that would allow me to do that. They have my phone number. So if they ever do decide to write me back in, I would answer, and that might be them. No, sorry, I just checked every.
Which one would you want to be? Would you want to be the good ward in the framework? Would you want to be Hive? Would you like being the bad?
Yeah, not Hive so much. I thought the framework version of Ward was really cool. He got to be a hero, but still a badass hero, not a wet blanket. I don't know.
That
I can
artwork,
take some of the credit.
Lee brought the artwork a little closer.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, bring it up so we can zoom in on it. Ooh. Oh, that's dope.
I can't see it.
Oh, wow, guys. It's beautiful. Look.
Pretty awesome.
Oh, wow.
That's amazing.
Really well done. Thank you for doing
What
that.
medium is that?
Marker?
Marker. Wow.
Well, I'd say it's remarkable.
Nicole, thank you so much. This is so
Just trying to frame the situation here.
Lee, before you go to the next question, I wanted to build a bit on the change. Do you as actors have maybe in your wheelhouse of if the writers came at you with a different version of you that you're hoping that you could be able to kind of explore since you've had to do your characters in different ways so far? What's left in the wheelhouse?
I feel like nothing for Mallory.
I know, I was just about to say that. I don't know what would be left. Maybe an Irish character or something.
Nice.
How many accents can I do? It was so cool to be able to play all these different characters.
Yeah.
And I had no idea from the beginning. When I started out in the show, I was told, it's just going to be 4 episodes and you're playing an AI, a robot.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I thought, when am I going to die? We're up to the 4th episode now, and I'm still not dead. What's happening? And it just kept going and going and going until it got to 20 episodes, and I got to have the most incredible arc with all these. The writers are so amazing on the show.
You were amazing too. There's not many
Yes,
people that
absolutely.
you could just throw all the. Completely different characters out.
I lost count. But it was so much fun. love to challenge ourselves and play different roles, and it was a dream. I loved it.
And you have to understand, it's really difficult because a lot of times they throw these ideas at you the 2 days before. You know, you get a script and
Tell me
you're just
about
like, and you know, you're just like, okay, you need me to do what now? And you know, you have to process it really quickly and try to come up with, you know, different characters.
Yeah, and there's so many
immediately.
secrets on set all the time.
All
Like
the
that's what I
time.
noticed the most. Is like, you know, the producers kept saying to me, "Oh, there's something big happening for you, Mallory. There's something big happening." And I was like, "What are you talking about?" Like, and they just kept saying that until like literally a week before I shot the first Madam Hydra scene. So I had to do all this research and like everything. But you know, I get why there needs to be that many secrets in a show like this. That's for sure.
It's not just you.
Not just me, it's everyone.
So, yeah.
Here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Dr. Nick. Oh, I thought that'd be a bigger laugh. All right.
If Instagram is any indicator, there are lots of dog people on the cast and crew of S.H.I.E.L.D. But Brett, you seem to be a cat person. What was it like? What was it like with all the dogs running around the makeup trailer and everything?
It's fine. I mean, I'm an animal lover, so it was fine. It's just, you know, I couldn't bring my pet to work, really. How did I get more sympathy for me not being able to bring a cat to work than I did me dying on a planet after Coulson pushed his robot hand through my chest? I don't get it.
Why couldn't you bring the cat on set?
I could. I don't know. Actually, we just got our 4th cat, believe it or not. Thank you. I'm not kidding. It's crazy at home. I'm that guy.
So you're that guy?
Yeah.
It's the crazy cat family. Awesome. Come on up.
Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for doing a Marvel TV show that's brought us so much more Marvel TV now. The first thing I want to do, I want to comment, and that goes with the question, which is first, I got to see the Inhumans in IMAX Thursday night.
Cool.
There is a definite, I'm not on contract. There is a definite tie-in, or I should say reference to what happened in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Really?
Yes.
Can you tell us?
Not every day rest in the audience.
Anyway, so the thing is that with.
Did you sign a DNR?
He showed me he didn't. We're good.
Yeah, I'm just a fan. Hey, you know. Now, with Thor: Dark World, the 2 Captain America movies, the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 had a scene that occurred on Earth, but it became the first movie that Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did not reference in the following week. So I'm wondering, with the way the movies have, until with the Inhumans and IMAX, haven't referenced S.H.I.E.L.D., was this kind of a snub toward the movies?
No, you. Go ahead.
No, you go.
You go.
You're going to say something better.
I almost did.
But you have an English accent. It's going to sound so much better
It
coming from you.
sounds so much better coming from you. Should we say it together?
No, you go first.
I'll go first. I think we attempted to synchronize the film's release with the storyline, but it was so incredibly difficult for the network, for our writers, for us to work that out, because they had to, and sometimes our schedule would be weird with the release of an
Yeah,
episode.
the movie was to be pushed, and I think also, I think at the start, it was such a cool thing that we did with our first season with Captain America, and it kind of set our show up, and we felt, it was just so cool to be a part of that world and to have that kind of tie-in. But we're filming our 5th season now, and I think that we're really lucky that we've got so many storylines going that I guess now we're just kind of focusing more on the show and the characters, and it's kind of got so crazy. You'll probably understand why there might be less tie-ins when you see what's happening in the season.
Or there might be more tie-ins. We really don't know.
Infinity War.
Just saying. Here's our next question. I want to let you guys know, one of our other tracks, the Kaleidoscope track, put a lot of kids through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. training. And this lovely lady is now a junior agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yay! What did you do for your training? What was your training?
This lovely gentleman, this lovely person is a junior agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., and I'm going to let him ask his question. Here we go.
Can you tell us what you did for your training?
We did the floor is lava, where we had to jump from pebble to pebble.
Oh, awesome!
And then go through a tunnel and run around cones in a loop.
That's so cool!
Yeah, the 47-year-old failed, but these guys do great. So, here we go with our question.
What is your favorite character out of all the people of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Out of all of them, who you love?
Oh.
On the show or in
You
canon?
need this?
Let it be like pass it around.
Doesn't care. Oh, okay. That would be Ian right up there, little Mr. Fitz.
Awesome.
Mallory?
I'm gonna say Ming. Yeah, and it's not just because you're sitting there, but honestly, I love everyone on the show. Each individual character is just, the amount of work they've put into every character, and I absolutely adore everyone, but I think Ming, she's just so kick-ass. Like, she's such a strong woman, knows what she's doing, and I really respect that, so.
And she does so many stunts and hours of fight training and filming the fights, and this woman is a freaking machine. And she doesn't, you can tell when Ming is on set from honestly 5 miles away, because she laughs and you're like, oh, there's Ming. I guess I'll see her in 10 minutes when I get to work.
I get tired.
You still do it.
No, thank you.
I mean, I get tired in the lab, you know what I'm saying? Just looking at a microscope.
I'll shut up.
You should take it. Take
Yes.
it.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Compliment.
Thank you.
It's well deserved.
It is a cool character. She's pretty. I mean, she's the antithesis of who I am, so every day I get to pretend to be this really badass woman, but
Hey.
coordinated, smart.
I didn't say it.
You thought it.
No, I did not.
So
Love
thought
when
it.
you know it.
Totally thought it.
Well, Ming, who is your favorite character in canon or in the show for S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Oh, there's so many. It really is. I mean, that's what's so. What? What was that?
Someone's laugh? Is that someone's laugh?
Brett keeps pointing to himself.
Pointing to DragonCon. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my gosh. It's like I think it's the mom in me. It's like picking, your favorite child, and it's hard. I think all the characters and really, big applause to our writers. I don't know how they take a frickin' blank page and somehow they come up with these incredible characters and storylines on a weekly basis, I mean, as much as I am a big fan of Game of Thrones, They do like 8 episodes. And they spent 2 freaking years doing it. We like literally 22 episodes a year, and we have like 9 months at the most to do it. You know, each episode is 8 days, and that's it. And it's crazy the pace that we have to. And our writers, I don't know how they do it. I really don't. If any credit goes to anyone, it's really to them.
Next question.
Here we go.
First, Ms. Ming-Na Wen, go Carnegie Mellon.
Aw, yeah! Tartans! Strangest school color.
Tartans?
Yeah. That's our school color.
See, she is smart, because that's a school, isn't it?
It's more than a school, it's a university.
It's a university,
way of life.
Brett. It's a way of life.
It's a way of life. Although my mom was like, when she found out that I could get a degree in drama, she said, "Oh, American school is so easy." So there, we have that.
So, Ming, how did you get to Carnegie Hall? Moving on.
Dad joke.
Yeah.
So out of all the Marvel properties, including Netflix, since I'm dressed as Matt Murdock, which of your characters would be the most useful and in which property besides S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Ooh, wow. All right, I'm too tired to answer that one. somebody take over. Yeah. You're the smart one.
I mean, I feel like science exists in all of them, right? You know? Because you'd have to pick one of your characters, Brett, because I don't know if High would go down very well in all of them. Because they're more like real world, some of the Netflix ones, right? Like, I don't know if High, but like Madame Hydra, she's going to stand out on the streets of New York. Well, maybe not, actually. No, Green Hair's kind of in.
I would like to see Jessica Jones smart off to Agent May. That would be a good conversation.
Yeah, I'd win. I think Agent May would be really interesting in like one of the housewives. Like Housewives of Beverly Hills. Just like kick all their asses. What's wrong with you women?
Her wardrobe is the same thing over and over and over again. Same shoes.
Black on black on black on black.
Did we answer
Good
your
time.
question?
A little bit.
I tried to help.
We moved on to the Real Housewives, so sorry.
What Tony said.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine if our characters are like on a Survivor game?
You would take that torch from Jeff Probst and say, "Look, we're not extinguishing anything.
I know.
We need you to leave the island."
That would be cool.
Next question, you're like,
Next
"Great."
question. We're good.
We're so jet lagged.
First of all, thanks to all of you guys for coming here. You're all awesome.
Well, thank you to you guys, because there's 2,000 of you who've decided to share your afternoon with us, and that means the world to us.
Oh my God.
Otherwise, it would just be us up here talking to an empty room, and we've done it before. Not very fun. So, thank you guys for being here.
Maybe you've done it before.
I have a joke, and I'm not going to go there. I could, when they go low, you go high. Right?
As in, you're already like a foot taller than.
That's
there
right.
you go.
That's
true.
right.
Well, no,
exactly.
not.
We have Mallory.
We have that is true. Mallory is very tall.
I'll bring that up for us. All right.
All right, here's the question. We're gonna get there.
Okay, this is for Ming-Na Wen. First of all, I love the character of Agent May. I mean, I think you're right up there with Ellen Ripley from Aliens. You're
status.
Not really. Oh my God.
That's legendary.
She was
Let's
my-
do
she
some
was my
one-arm
hero.
pull-ups.
She was. You know we did that.
How'd you make that? How'd you make that?
Okay, here we go with the question.
Yeah, we answer this.
How did you prepare for the character of May, as well as like not only the physicality thing, but all the changes? Because you figure you went from one like being a partner, a strong partner to Coulson, and then the framework happens, and then all that other stuff. Just a lot of changes happen. So preparing for that.
Well, a really quick breakdown of it is that when I first started as Agent May, I was like, oh no, I can't, you know, she just hides everything and she's so stoic. And to try to find the humor within that was a little challenging, but then it became really fun because her one-liners are really flat and straight, and it reads well, which I didn't believe in, but Jeff Bell told me, just do it, just trust it. Just say it really flat and throw it away. I'm like, okay. And then now I get it. So that was a really good learning process for me. But then for them to take Agent May and made her an LMD where she had less emotions, and then turned her into the framework, Hydra May, where she had even less emotions. I'm like, where do I take it to? And so, you know, it was really about a process of Agent May, the real Agent May, having compassion and loving her family and wanting to protect it but can't show it, versus like Hydra May, who's just all about revenge and hate and wanting to, you know, destroy. So, and all doing it without smiling, all doing it without talking. So I really appreciate when people come up and say, I love Agent May. Because I would think that would be a terrible thing. Makes me feel good. But to put me in that category, that's insane. Because she was my hero growing up. She was one of the few strong female characters that I just looked up to. So, thank you. That makes me feel really good. Makes my torn ACL really worth it.
Well, all right, here we go.
Hey, this question is for Mallory and Brett in particular. What did you do to prepare for playing Mark Bunt in human characters like Ada and Hive?
Well, to prepare?
You have to be prepared to look really silly, I feel like. Right?
You mean Ada or Madam Hydra? Ada? Well, to be honest, I don't know, I guess I just tried to be as robotic as I possibly could.
You were amazing though.
You were
Making the, whatever that thing is that you would do this.
That
We
was
just been
literally
watching,
that was just a bit of mime. That wasn't anything. I felt so stupid when I was doing it.
No, it looked amazing.
Yeah, I had to be so precise with it and pretend, I've got it down to a fine art now.
No, but
do that again.
it's your not blinking.
Yes!
That was amazing.
You know, I
to blink, controlled blinking.
I had to go see an optometrist after because I started to get this mad eye twitch. Yeah, because my eyes were so dry. Because I just wasn't blinking enough.
I know.
Yeah. Sometimes I got the direction after a scene, the director would come up to me and he'd be like, Mallory, that was great, but can you just blink less? And try not to breathe on that line.
Try not to breathe.
Oh God, this is so hard.
It was a testament to your performance because we got to see the sharp contrast, but we got to see you as the ailing human part of you. And then your speaking tone, your mannerisms, everything were so vastly different. I mean, it took my breath away because I was like, what a great actor. So good to you. That's amazing. Yeah.
It was fun to break through.
So what was our most hateful part doing the framework?
The framework?
Being naked.
Oh, this is so awkward.
It was awful.
Yeah, because I don't want to go into too much detail, but
I mean, we're not naked. We're not. We're never naked, but
yeah, we never really.
Speak for yourselves.
Well, yeah, it's optional.
Not for me.
I remember the scene where I was being created into a human, and it was a closed set because technically it was a nude scene, but I had to wear like lovely little things like fillets, and it was you could see all the crew like coming into the room, like the guy who does the clapperboard. He was just.
But you don't know if you want people to be like, oh god, or like, whoa, you look great.
Flattered or offended.
Well, the worst part would be if they walked into the room and they're like, oh. That would be the fine line.
And here we go. I'm drawing, I'm swearing. All right, here we go.
This question's for Ming-Na Wen. For the character May and Sky, how do you feel their relationship is at the end of season?
Oh, good question.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's so interesting because the very first season, I was convinced that Sky was the love child of Phil Coulson and Agent May. Yeah. And maybe. No, they already revealed her parents. It could be her adopted parents.
They could have got it wrong.
They could have gotten it wrong. We need to do a 23andMe on her. Yeah, I think so. But as it progressed, May really took her on as her SO and trained her, and there was this conflict of wanting to be maternal, and yet she's kind of like the tough mom who doesn't really show her her love and support, and yet she does it through her actions. And then she freaking goes off, just like a teenager. She freaking runs off and isolates herself. And I think at the end of the season, oh my gosh.
Do you think those reparations have been made because there was that distance between you?
I don't know. Yeah. I think the family is kind of back together again. There's a mutual love and understanding. Minus what? I'm sorry. I know. It's really hard though. It really is because
Well, you never know what you can find on an asteroid. Yeah. Little bits and pieces. I don't know. There we go. This is another junior agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. In a good way. This is another junior agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
we never saw him get blown up.
Exactly.
Really. So there.
Here we go.
What is your favorite part of filming S.H.I.E.L.D.?
The free water.
The snacks are good.
Processes.
You have as many snacks as you can eat. And a variety. And it's just crazy to get to do what you love and go to work and get paid for it. And show up, and the crew, I think we have such a strong relationship with our crew. We've seen crew members have babies, and we've watched them grow up, and we've been doing it for what, 5 years now?
4.
That was a sympathy kiss. There's no love behind that. I felt it. No love behind that.
Were there any great locations that maybe you got to film that were kind of cool? Because remember there was some that you were filmed in Mexico, maybe?
And yeah, we were on a plane the first season.
I tried.
Puerto Rico, didn't they? I didn't go.
Yeah.
You went to Paris.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
I spent Valentine's Day in Paris with Mr. Joss Whedon.
Well, I
like you do. And we also happened to be filming the pilot, so it was really fun.
And did you have to ride a motorcycle through the cobbled streets and it was...
I did.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
with much of the training, as you said earlier, we have to put on a show every 8 days. We have another episode that we film. And thankfully, Grant Ward was like the badass because you were at an office job in the pilot. So I got to do all of the cool action stuff. I got to beat people up and ride a motorcycle and go off in a helicopter and tell Agent Maria Hill off in a cool way. And, yeah. They didn't use that thing for whatever reason.
I think Brett's daughter is rubbing off on him a little bit.
Yeah, that is what you would say. But I got to do all of these cool things, but much like, because of the pace at which we were creating these things, we had like 3 hours. Ming, you were there. We had like 3 hours of like gun training, and then they're like, "Okay, cool. See you on the first day. First day. He's good. Yeah. 3 hours of gun training. That's fine." And so it was pretty much the same. I was learning how to ride a motorcycle in parking lots and stuff, but on really small like dirt bikes and really easy things to ride. And then on the day of, they unload this like a Harley Davidson special edition that had been created for the show, and I think it's a tank, and it's raining, and it's on cobblestones, and they're like, "Yeah, he's good. He had the parking lot training. He's perfect." And so I'm supposed to do all this while looking cool, and I think we did like 3 takes of it, where in my mind I'm not thinking like, what am I doing as an actor? I'm just like, okay, don't look stupid. Don't look stupid. Turn the key, put the thing down, and then, oh, okay, look stupid. Can we do that again? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I think on maybe the 4th one, I took off the helmet and looked cool. And then I was like, please tell me you got that, because I don't have another cool looking take in me. But it was a lot of fun too. And I think that we get to do all of these really wonderful things that are like a dream. I remember reading that pilot script and just going, oh my god, I get to do all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's great. I'm not very coordinated outside of S.H.I.E.L.D. as well.
It's not. No, but that's the reality. I mean, it is so great, because I think we're all pretty much geeks. We're all geeks and nerds up here. And right? Yeah. And it's so great to be on the other side where you pretend to be. I think if anything about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is to be that, to just be so like, whoa, yeah, I'm cool. So that's a great part of it. Yeah.
Oh, we answered
And
your
also,
question.
you were great.
That's really good.
But also Elizabeth, I think, showing, first of all, strong women characters, we've got 3 of them up there, but also STEM for girls. So we thank you for that too. Absolutely. All right, and here, unfortunately, is going to be our last audience.
Come on, like 10 more, like 10, 15, 100 more. Come on.
I talked to Tony. I'll do whatever you say. Tony's running this sucker. Here we go.
Hey, how you doing? So over the seasons, there's been a bunch of like, no way that just happened moments. What is your favorite oh my moment that has come across?
Can I tell you my least favorite?
Sure, you can start here.
No, that's fine.
Well, I have a least favorite too. I gotta say, well, obviously I was in the scene and I read it beforehand, but I was shocked when I read it was when Fitz shot Agnes.
Yeah.
Yes!
That was shocking.
Bad boy.
I know.
Fitz, he just looks like so sneaky.
He's like a little sinister.
He does. Yeah, that was crazy because that was like no go
Oh my
back.
god, it was just amazing the way they cut it together and but yeah, I couldn't believe it when I read that. Fitz.
Yeah, well, and it was your fault.
I know. Manipulative.
I know.
Goodness
Well, when Coulson got his arm chopped off, that was pretty shocking for me.
I was like,
what?
that day. I was like, Henry enjoyed that. He enjoyed that. He brought the humor in that. That was fun.
Yeah. But that was kind of shocking. I'm like, well, what are we gonna do with his arm now? You know, if Fury loses an eye, he loses an arm. Like,
yeah, and then they were like, oh, his new one's gonna look exactly like his old one.
I think Sky busting out of the Terrigen cocoon as Quake was a real
That was
moment.
great.
And then you realize her name is Daisy, and you're like, oh, now it all comes together. Yeah,
And then we lost Trip in that moment too.
Yeah.
oh, BJ Brett. My pee.
We got it back in the framework though. Don't
That's
worry.
right.
He's still there.
That was an aha moment too, to see him come back. It's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, amazing.
You know what else is cool?
How are you going to bring this back? Tony's about to bring it back.
That all of you came to spend an hour with us.
Thank you so much.